Hello everyone and welcome back to 27 Fox Place. I'm starting with the tree so that I can finish up with the holiday decorations today, and I was trying to clear things out of the way to make room to work on the tree, and my helpers thought I was making more room for them. And Miss Callie can still get on the sofa without my help, but she will take advantage of the extra help where she can find it, and she wanted me to pick her up, but I had to convince her to put her feet up so I could give her a boost. And once I finally cleared a path to the tree, I could start putting on the ribbon. I decided to do something a little bit different this year, and I'm using the same ribbon, but I decided to cut it into smaller sections so that it would be easier to work with, and I'm just forming a few loops at the top of each section to form a small bow, and then I'll use the wire in the branches of the tree to secure the ribbon in place. And once I had the top of the ribbon secured, I made a few more loops, tucking it in diagonally across the tree. Last year, I think I grouped 3 different ribbons together, and this year I decided to crisscross the tree with a single ribbon, and I ended up using 2 different ribbons, pairing the plaid with a solid gold ribbon, and I think the combination worked well together. I found the plaid ribbon at Costco a few years ago, and I've had the gold ribbon for more years than I care to admit, but I like the way the neutral colors pop against the dark background, and I don't have anything new to add to the tree this year. Even the newest ornaments are 3 or 4 years old now, and I've had the same neutral theme for as long as I can remember, and all the ornaments are either clear or have a metallic finish, and it makes it easier and more affordable to make changes to the tree.
Moment will fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. I'm making plans of what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you.
I found these gold leaf picks on Amazon a few years ago now, and I didn't realize they were covered in glitter until it was too late. And each pick is about 24 inches long, and I added 12 picks to the tree, and I just tucked them in the branches and spaced them out evenly around the tree.
And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire, 'cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh.
I have one more set of picks to add to the tree, and these magnolia blooms used to be part of a floral arrangement, and when I decided to get rid of the arrangement, I kept the flowers to decorate the Christmas tree, and they were originally bunched together in a cluster, and I just cut them into single stems and added some ribbon.
Moment will fill with love and joy. Love and so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh.
I decorate the tree in 4 different phases, and the first phase is ribbon and floral picks, and after that I start adding the round ornaments. And these ornaments are newer, and I think I found these ornaments at Home Depot on a Black Friday a few years ago. And I follow the round ornaments with drop ornaments, and then the last thing that I add to the tree are the sentimental ornaments.
Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay. Merry Christmas, honey. Yeah. The snowman's dusting off his hat, putting on the show for everybody, to give them a smile that lasts another year.
I think these icicles might be the oldest ornaments that we have, and we found them at IKEA about 100 years ago, and I'm surprised we still have anything left. The first year we had them, the cat knocked over the tree and broke a few, and I think I managed to break one more every year, and I love the look of the glass, but they are definitely fragile.
Merry Christmas, baby.
This year I went to Hobby Lobby on Black Friday to find a new topper for the tree, and I came home with everything but a topper. And of course, it's much easier to put the skirt on the tree before you set it up, but I found this tree skirt and a matching set of stockings at 60% off, and I just couldn't pass it up.
There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December is, when the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Ooh, yeah. There's room at the table for big and for small. All the fire is popping, the chestnuts are cracking.
And before I started decorating the house, I wanted to clean first, and December zone cleaning is the downstairs, but there's too many extras to even bother with keeping up with my cleaning routines, so I won't do a really thorough cleaning until January when I take down the decorations. And for now, I'm just cleaning by task in the living room and dining room, and I grabbed a damp microfiber cloth so that I could wipe everything down.
It's Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby. It's Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby.
Come joining us all. The feeling is here today.
I've had this set of stocking holders for so long I don't even remember where I got them, and I've been trying to find two more to go with them, and I tried a new set this year, but they didn't work out and they ended up taking too much space on the mantle, so I finally decided to trade them in for a smaller hook altogether. And of course it's just the two of us, but we hang stockings for the dogs too. That way there's some place for Santa to leave new toys and treats for the good little doggies.
Little bear toys that cuddle and woo, dinosaurs, boats, and kitty cats too. Santa Claus is coming. I know that Santa Claus is coming. Wake up with a smile.
Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes. And I want it all, from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow.
I spent too much time trying to decide where to put the decorations around the house, so I decided to start again the following day with a fresh set of eyes. And I cleaned most of the living room decor the day before, so I started cleaning in the dining room the following day, and I'm just using the same damp microfiber cloth, and I'll make my way around the room, wiping everything down.
This Christmas, I only wanna be close to you. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. Well, I'm all for Christmas. It's a magical time full of kisses. Take a walk outside and tickle the snowman's nose. Moving nimbly, did you hear something from the chimney? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Oh, whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas, I only wanna be close to you.
La da 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 oh oh oh. La da 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 oh oh. La da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me.
I don't have a lot of decorations in the dining room, and last year I found the perfect size tree to fit in the corner by the door, but half of the lights went out the first week, so I ended up returning it, and having a tree in the dining room is on hold for now. This moose is another thing that we've had for years, and it was a gift from my father-in-law, and it's a candy dispenser, and the body is hollowed out to hold the candy, and you can lift the head to release the candy, but it doesn't work anymore, so now we just use it for decoration.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree. And I've lit my house with Christmas lights, so you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone
been about a week since the last time I dusted the entire house, and it's much harder to see dust on lighter finishes, but it really shows up on the dark surface of this table. I'm using Methods wood cleaner on this console table, and a damp microfiber cloth cleans better than a dry one, but even with all the excess water wrung out of the cloth, it can still leave water behind. So I use a damp microfiber cloth to clean the table, and then I'll use another microfiber to remove the excess water.
It's so good to see you again, to see you again. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hanging by the fire chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Yeah, I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
The wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days, wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it'd never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running, there is no way trying. You better loosen your belts. Drinking hot wine by the fire, don't care of anything else. It's Christmas, and some kind of love, my friend. I pray it will never end. Do you like to be here too? It's Christmas, and outside snow's glistening. It's just you and me tonight. I'll spend all this Christmas with you. Oh, it's such a charm, got you up in my arms. There's nobody at the door. You said I wish this will never be over. Darling, it's time for your present, come over here. Now it is time to get out in the snow, lighting a light with you. Choirs will sing and the joy bells will ring. Nobody loves you as much as I do. It's a wonderful feeling from floor to the ceiling. It is that time of the year, drinking hot wine by the fire. Here on our own, we got nothing to fear. It's Christmas, and some kind of love, my friend.
When we ran the cable for the internet down this wall, we took down the mirror, and we finally got around to hanging it back up. But now it's covered in dust, so while I'm cleaning the mirror, I'll clean everything else at the same time.
Outside snow's glistening. It's just you and me tonight. It's just you and me tonight. It's just you and me tonight. I'll spend all this Christmas with you.
There's a week of rain in the forecast, so it's not exactly the best time to clean windows, but the store is always covered in little nose prints, so I need to clean the glass at least once a week, and it won't stay clean for more than 5 minutes, so I don't bother trying to get it spotless, but it's good enough just to have it transparent. We have 2 hooks on the door for the dogs, and one hook is for a set of bells for the dogs to ring when they need to go outside, and I took off the old set of bells because they were starting to scratch the glass, but I recently found a new set of bells, and I've hung them on a suction hook so the dogs can let me know when they need to go out. Ace is living his best life, enjoying the cooler weather, and he likes to sit by the door and keep an eye on things. And I have another suction hook to hang a towel for the dog, so when it's rainy and wet outside, we can dry the dogs off when they come in the house. We walk the dogs up to the park in the mornings, and the strong winds that we get this time of year knock down the pine cones, and I've been collecting them on our walks, and I finally collected enough to give this tray a more festive look for the holidays. I added a few more finishing touches before I finally called it a day, and I didn't get all the decorations up on the tree, but it still looks finished, and if I get more time I might do a little more, but at least I can check it off my list for now. And that's all I had time for this week, and I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, remember to give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications before you go. And thank you so much for spending your time with me today, and I hope to see you next time.
Sign. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet for days of old lang syne. And here's a hand, my trusty friend, and just a hand of thine. We'll talk a cup yet for old lang syne, for old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. Mm-hmm.